Hey, what's up guys? Joker here. Hope everyone's doing well and had a fantastic weekend. I am glad to be back here in front of the camera with you guys today. I've been struggling with some of the COVID aftermath symptoms and COVID itself for about the past 2 weeks. Did a couple little videos here and there, but now I am back at 110% and we're going to get fired into the PC gaming and tech news. First up, we're going to be talking about AMD, who has officially revealed the Ryzen 7000 series at Computex. We've got all of the juicy details on that. Also, we've got a next-gen update on The Witcher 3 coming later this year to PCs and next-gen consoles. Also, Hitman 3 is going to be getting an update tomorrow with FSR, DLSS, as well as ray tracing features. We got all the details for that, including system requirements. And Star Citizen is now free until the end of the month, at least, so you can try it out. Finally, if you've been wanting to and you were smart enough not to pay into that Kickstarter. So let's get fired into it. But first, today's video is brought to you by Supercdk.com, where you could save money on games for all of your favorite platforms, as well as software like Windows 10 Pro licenses for just $22, and then you can unlock the prestigious Dark Mode for Windows 10, which I honestly could not live without. It is blinding without the dark mode. You guys need it in your life. And now you can also save an additional 25% off at checkout by clicking buy now on any software products over there. Just go ahead and add it into your cart and put in my code JP25 at checkout and apply, and that'll bring our price from $22.44 all the way down to $16.83, a savings of over $5. And I'll walk you through how to get your key and install it on Windows 10. Go ahead and click Submit Order and complete your checkout from there. For me, that's going to be with PayPal, and then click on Pay Now. After completing the checkout, it'll bring you to your purchased order page, and it will update in a matter of seconds, or just go ahead and hit F5. Go ahead and do that one time. It came through literally immediately. I got the payment email that it had gone through and the delivery of the product exactly at the same time. Once you're done with that, go ahead and click on View Keys and Codes, and we'll get our code right here that we can go ahead and copy and paste in on Windows 10 by hitting the Start button and type in the word Activate. When you see that activation settings or see if Windows is activated, go ahead and click on that, and it'll bring up this right here, and click on Change Your Product Key or Unlock Windows 10. As I already have Windows 10, I obviously don't need to put in a new key, but just paste it in and then go ahead and click Next, and you are all done and set. For more information on supercdk.com as well as the coupon code, be sure to check out the links down in the description below. First up though, AMD has officially announced the Ryzen 7000 series on 5 nanometer at Computex 2022, which everyone knew was going on. I mean, AMD apparently knows what's going on. I didn't really know what was going on because COVID. AMD, though, announcing the 7000 series, very exciting. Sadly, it's not coming out. This isn't like an announcement / launch type of thing, which we do see from time to time, especially from AMD. But we're going to be seeing these processors later this year, but we did get a full list of details on the Ryzen 7000 series, which AMD claims will be hitting 5 gigahertz on all cores, which is very, very impressive. Cannot wait to see the performance that they can put out with those types of numbers. But they are saying that they will be up to 16 Zen 4 cores and 32 threads, with over 15% performance uplift in single-threaded applications. They also said it has the new Zen 4 CPU core, so we're going to get some IPC and architectural improvements with that. And it's going to be on the brand new TSMC 5 nanometer process, and it will be supporting AM5. So people on AM4 boards, sadly, it sounds like you're going to be left out waiting. But Lisa Su has already said that they will continue to support the AM4 platform for years to come. We don't know officially what that means yet, whether or not they'll continue to support it with software and things, which I'm sure they will do, or even release maybe some updated and refreshed Zen 3 CPUs, as they're still releasing Zen 2 CPUs to this day, all the way in 2022. So I'm sure they'll continue to support AM4, but it looks like going forward, the new series of processors will be on AM5. These are also going to be supporting dual-channel DDR5 memory, 28 PCIe lanes, and it's going to be 105 to 120 watt TDP, and possibly even up to 170 watts, depending on which Ryzen CPU you get. So those are all the details we got so far on Ryzen 7000. Be looking forward to seeing those released later this year so we can test them out up against Intel's counterparts. Next up, Witcher 3, which has had several delays for their next-gen update, which would bring in features like ray tracing and performance improvements for the now current-gen consoles, and also potentially introduce ray tracing and things like that to the PC platform as well, at least on an official basis and not through mods and things along those lines. So, yeah, they officially announced this. He said, let's make this 7th anniversary even better, shall we? We're delighted to share that the next-gen version of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is planned to release Q4 2022. See you on the path, Witchers. So that's directly from the Witcher Twitter account. And, of course, this is, like I said, this is not the first time this has been delayed. But now, after everything that sort of is happening with Russia and Ukraine and all of that, the next-gen version of this was being handled by Saber Interactive, which is based out of Russia. So for whatever reason, whether it's because of the ties to Russia or maybe problems internally or whatever, CD Projekt Red about a month ago or so, or maybe even a little bit less than a month, decided to take control of the next-gen update for Witcher 3 and take it away from Saber Interactive and bring it in-house to CD Projekt Red so they can sort of pick up where they left off, put the finishing touches on it, and polish the next-gen version. And so now hopefully we will see it in Q4 2022, but like I said, this was already delayed once this year, and it was delayed last year as well. So we'll keep our fingers crossed now that CD Projekt Red is at the helm. We'll get to see this come out sooner than later. As far as what is going to be featured in it, Marcin Marmont from CD Projekt Red also announced over on Twitter that regarding the contents of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt next-gen version, it comes with both expansion packs, Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine, which were all previously in the Game of the Year edition. All the previous released DLCs and patches, new DLC inspired by the Witcher Netflix series. Very interesting. So, pretty much everything we've seen already in the Game of the Year edition for Witcher 3, but also some new DLC inspired by the Netflix series. So that's kind of cool that we're going to actually see some new, potentially story content, maybe some story missions, or maybe it could just be outfits or something for Geralt that's more inspired by the series. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see on that, but I'm definitely excited just for the ray tracing aspect of it and testing that on PC, and because it's still one of the most beautiful games I've played to this date, one of the best RPGs I've ever played. And I'll definitely grab this, probably on PC and PS5. I wouldn't mind playing through it again and playing it on console and just sitting down, controller, big comfy couch and TV, and enjoy The Witcher 3 again. I'm down for it. Next up, Hitman 3 is getting an update with DLSS, FSR, and ray tracing, and this is meant to be actually releasing tomorrow on May 24th. So, first up, getting DLSS, nice to see. Also AMD FSR, although unfortunately, for now, it is AMD FSR 1.0, so it's not the recently updated 2.0 version that we saw, which is getting pretty close, if not comparable, to DLSS. So the FSR implementation here is probably not going to be stellar, but DLSS will be DLSS, which is always DLSS, and DLSS is always good. So that's always awesome to see. Hopefully, though, they do add in FSR 2.0 at some point in the near future. It's a very recent announcement, so they might need some time to work on that and get the motion vectors and all that stuff dialed in, which is really one of the big improvements on FSR 2.0. They did also mention that the PC patch will include ray tracing support for reflections and shadows, which definitely makes me a happy boy. I really couldn't care too much about the shadow part of it, but the reflections, especially with a lot of the shiny surfaces and stuff in the Hitman games typically, that's going to look pretty sexy. And yeah, we'll whack on the shadows too. We'll test this patch once it comes out and sort of see how it's running. Kind of sad, I didn't hear anything about next-gen consoles getting ray tracing for Hitman 3. Would have been nice to see them get that as well, even if it's at a lower resolution or performance. Yeah, you know, having those options is at least something nice to see. Now, I did find it interesting here in the system requirements where they mention what you'll need for ray tracing. For the minimum side, they say a 2060 Super or an AMD 6600 XT, 8 gigabytes of system memory, or 10600K Ryzen 5 5600X, which is for 1080p with the reflections on medium. So nothing too crazy there. And then for the recommended hardware, they say a 3070 or a 6900 XT and 16 gigabytes of RAM, which is for ray tracing reflections on high, which is, you know, all well and good. But I did find it odd and also very honest and telling that they compared the RTX 3070 to the 6900 XT, because obviously when it comes to just pure rasterization performance, these GPUs are not equal at all. The 6900 XT will completely trounce the RTX 3070. However, they compare them as being equally capable in ray tracing accelerators, which is pretty like subtle. It's not really shade being thrown, but damn, that don't look good, AMD. It don't look good on paper at all. Let me tell you, because them ray tracing cores, if you can even call them that, are a little bit behind. We need ray tracing 2.0 from AMD anytime soon. Would be nice because yeah, comparing a 1600 XT to a 3070 is not a great look. Not a great look. Not very good optics on the press media side of things. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Next up, Star Citizen's latest alpha build. That's right, this game has been kickstarted since fucking 2013, man. Like 2013. I've lost weight, regained it, fell in love, picked up a stepchild, and yeah, moved states, and who knows what else in the time span that this Kickstarter for Star Citizen was announced. I mean, I might have a stepson graduating from fucking college by the time we get into beta on this fucking thing. But thankfully, if you were one of the few out there smart enough to not throw money into this money pit that is Star Citizen, sorry, sometimes I stutter when I haven't been on camera in a while. $460 million of crowdfunding has gone into it. Nice. Nice con, bro. Nice con. Keep it cool on the flip side, my dude. But, yeah, so if you were one of the smart enough people not to buy into Star Citizen's Kickstarter, again, I stutter sometimes, it's going to be free right now up until May 31st, so you can try it out. The performance on this has been traditionally ass. Not going to lie. Runs terrible. But I saw a video recently. It was kind of a meme, so I don't know if it was true or not, but the meme suggested that the game is now actually running better, like 80, 90 frames per second. Could have just been a meme for meme's sake, or maybe it actually is running better and the meme is just that they're shocked that the game actually runs over 60 frames per second now on CryEngine, which is also arguably a dog shit engine. Dog shit engine, dog shit Kickstarter, dog shit game. Dog shit developer, pretty much dog shit. Feel sorry for anyone that bought into it, including myself. Sunk about $150 into this game, getting ships and stuff early on because I was super psyched for it. But Star Citizen, more like Star Citizen. Did I say that already? I did say that already. But that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, guys, and take a fresh breath of COVID-free air. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Let me know your thoughts on everything down in the comments below, as I love interacting with you guys down there. And I'll catch you next time for another video. Peace.